Arsenal lose again as Brighton come from behind. But, Jules, they'll be talking about the Maupay on Leno incident for a while. And also, your boy Guendouzi living up to every stereotype about the wild man with wild hair.
I mean, what a game, really, on your Saturday afternoon. First great goal by Pepe, and then, as you said, Brighton coming back, a goal on set piece, which Arteta was fuming about because they work on it at training. And then Neal Maupay right at the end. Maupay, who in the first half got involved in an incident with Leno. He goes for the ball. Leno gets injured. Maupay said, it's not my fault. I went for the ball. I didn't want to, I didn't do anything on purpose. I didn't want to injure the guy. Leno clearly thinking that Maupay did something wrong.
Leno wagging the angry
wagging the
finger
and
as he stretched it off.
insulting him. Then words between Maupay and Guendouzi through the whole second half.
Okay, but Jules, what I didn't understand about this, and you can say Maupay is wrong to run into. He obviously didn't want to injure him. I mean, how can he?
Because,
he's half his size, right? But and Leno got hurt the way he landed.
Yeah.
But equally, if he pulls out and he doesn't, Leno lands fine. He doesn't get hurt. What I don't understand is every keeper in the world, you always see them come out in that situation with their knee up, and the reason you do that is to protect yourself.
Yeah.
Did it not occur to Leno that might be a good idea to do that?
Or maybe he thought that Maupay would stop, would stop or would not go for the ball or would not challenge. I don't know, maybe he thought this is an easy one. He's not going to come. Surely he's not going to come. And then it's too late. And maybe actually that train of thought made that then when he landed, as you said, it was a bit of a dodgy landing. And then that's when the injury happened. It's obviously a huge blow as well because it looks like a bad one.
What about Guendouzi's reaction at the end? I mean, I know people talk in teams about somebody has to be the enforcer. I kind of wish it wasn't this guy because I kind of feel he has a bullseye on his back when he's on the pitch in terms of picking up cards and whatever. Yeah,
I mean, he's got a lot of energy, a lot of willingness, desire. I think he also wants to be a leader in that team, although he's still very young and doesn't have much experience. And I like that. But I think he needs to be a bit more mature. He needs to, in those games or those moments where frustration is high. I mean, Maupay just scored the winner pretty much. He gives it back as well to Guendouzi because Guendouzi, sort of trash talking him during the game.
But humility, right?
That's what he does. That's what some players do that. And then, loses it a bit and sort of grabs him by the throat and then he falls on the floor and that kind of stuff.
So can we definitively say that not all French players in the Premier League are part of some universal French brotherhood where they all like each other? They're all friends away from the camera?
No, but, we are all a big family. But, sometimes even in your own family, there's a bit of tension.
Damn straight. Oh, but progress relative to City in Arsenal or no?
Yeah, I thought so. Do you know what? And quickly, the lack of efficiency in both boxes and as often in football,
they need some veteran centre forwards,
right? But the fact is, there's a lot of good things between the two boxes, but you can't concede goals like that on set pieces when you've worked so hard on set pieces. And
I blame David Luiz, yeah?
Yeah, of course, the saviour. And you can't miss chances. They could have been 3-0 up at half-time and the game was over. Yeah. So,
Paul Pogba started on the bench Friday night against Spurs, but came on and won a penalty. Obvious question, Jules. Can he play with Bruno Fernandes? And if so, how do you line up their team?
Yeah, of course. I think they can play together. They've played together, in a friendly before the season restarted. They played half an hour together on Friday night, which I thought what I like is that they complement each other really well because Pogba likes to still be deep and have those long diagonals.
Pogba's also
passes.
A really intelligent player.
Yeah, both of them.
Anytime he gets criticized for his intelligence, I'm like, what?
That's crazy.
I mean, he's a very, very clever player.
And that means Bruno can play higher up on the pitch, doesn't have to drop as deeper to get the ball, and can be much closer to Martial.
So who do you play with him? McTominay?
Yeah, you play McTominay, I think. And you could, even if, we know Ole likes sometimes playing 3 at the back, you can still play 3-5-2, for example, and have 2 wing backs and McTominay, Pogba and Bruno in midfield, and then Martial and Rashford up front, for example, something like that. And I think they've got loads of options now. I was a bit disappointed, although I completely understand that he didn't start on Friday. But I knew that he would come on and make a difference, and that's exactly what he did. And I'm really happy for him. I know he was very happy too, and now he just cannot wait to start. And really, him and Bruno get on well, and I think they want to play together as soon as possible. Chelsea come from behind to beat Aston Villa on Sunday thanks to a goal from my boy Giroud and your boy Pulisic. Gab, any concerns there for Frank Lampard?
How is Pulisic my boy? But anyway,
well,
it's a very broad church of players I like. And
Yeah,
support.
but he's American.
I like Giroud as well.
So, yeah, I know.
Giroud was very handsome. No, I don't think there's any concerns. I thought they really battered Aston Villa. They went a goal down through a defensive error. Not ideal, obviously. I think Kepa maybe could have done better, but he's there and he's your goalkeeper right now. But I thought what impressed me was how they look sharp. Mason Mount hitting the ground running. He's obviously weighing up, I think, the City game, which
Thursday.
is why he started some of the players that he did. But yeah, so far so good.
Ruben Loftus-Cheek coming back after 13 months off.
It's a big one, and coming up and playing him out wide in that role. I'm wondering if he's because Loftus-Cheek is such an unusual mix, right? His body type, his skills. I mean, he's not going to necessarily be the quickest winger, although I think over space he can certainly run. I wonder if this is something I might see again. Is kind of like a mismatch type player out wide, because
in certain games for sure.
And if you put him against a small nippy attacking fullback, he can really do some damage.
Yeah, definitely.
In that role. Jules, Adama Traore only played the last half hour and was devastating. How good are they going to be when he starts? And give me your percentage chance that they'll be in the Champions League next year.
You know what? I'm really starting to think that Adama Traore is a perfect impact player, and that in some games, don't start him. Play like you do with a stronger midfield, and just play Jota and Jimenez up front. And then for the last half hour, maybe at half time, you bring him on. And I think that could have such a big impact on the opposition, on defenses, on the way Adama would just bring a lot of energy back to Wolves as well and to that team. And I just think that works so well. Okay, it was West Ham and David Moyes, so this is like, okay. But still, it works so well. And I think they're going to have such a good run for the Champions League. And whether fifth place can do it for you.
Give me a percentage chance.
I'll go 50-50. I'll go 50-50. Well, yeah, but what? To finish fourth or to finish fifth?
No, to qualify for the Champions League.
Yeah, but through...
It doesn't matter. You can factor it both ways.
You're so cheeky.
It's difficult math. You
I know.
Weigh up the percentage chances that Cass are going to ban Manchester City, right? And then... Come on. You got your notepad and paper
50-50. I still think 50-50.
50-50 basically means that if City get banned, they're definitely going.
Yeah, and you know what? As well, the fact that the Europa League is postponed to August is a huge benefit for them, because instead of having to play in the Europa League on the Thursday and then 3 days, okay, now there's a lot of Premier League games, but still I think it's much better.
I agree. I'm not going to go that high, but they're certainly very well placed.
Yeah, they look solid.
I'm going to give them 20%.
Okay.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.